Finally, after many years of these DVD reviews, I'm going to be taking a look at the DVD release of a story from season 24 of Doctor Who. A season which is infamous for probably being the worst season in the history of this science fiction phenomenon. It's Paradise Towers. Let's just do this. Front cover, we've got the Seventh Doctor being strangled by one of the cleaners. Yeah, that's what they're called. They're called robot cleaners. We've got these things here, these two people, and they're just basically annoying side characters that you see in this story. And you've got Richard Briers, who plays easily the best villain in Doctor Who history. Now, part of that wasn't true. I'll let you guess which bit it was. So overall, though, front cover is quite decent. I will say that. The artwork is quite decent. And bottom just says Sylvester McCoy years 1987 to 89. And there is the spine. A little bit of purple in there, just to highlight the fact that the front cover is a bit purple as well. Yeah. Stephen Wyatt wrote this. According to the sales brochure, Paradise Towers is a utopian blueprint for community living, with its fabulous architecture and state-of-the-art facilities. The perfect place for Mel to take a leisurely swim. In fact, but when the TARDIS arrives, the Doctor and his companion discover that the futuristic tower block has fallen to ruin, and a series of unexplained disappearances have the tenants living in fear. As gangs of teenage girls run wild in hallways, a squad of bureaucratic caretakers struggle to retain control. To keep the citizens of Paradise Towers safe, the Doctor must confront the resident evil lurking in the basement. Too bad it isn't anything like the real Resident Evil video games. Special features include commentary by Judy Cornwall, Stephen Wyatt, Dick Mills, and moderated by Mark Hayes. No Sylvester McCoy or Bonnie Langford to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. We have horror on the high rise, cast and crew look on the making of the story, casting Sylvester, which is a really, really good special feature. We have Girls, 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 the 80s with Sophie Aldred, Janet Fielding and Sarah Sutton, and introduced by Peter Purvis. Again, another good special feature. We had deleted and extended scenes, alternative soundtrack option to view the story with unused music score, photo gallery, production information, subtitles, continuity, coming soon trailer, Radio Times listings, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. The story was originally broadcast on BBC One between the 5th and 26th of October 1987. This was broadcast once weekly during the week in 1987, and it was 4 parts long. Produced by John Nathan Turner, directed by Nicholas Mallet, incidental music by Kev McCulloch, sleeve text by, can't even read that, what does it say? Sue Tucker, and covers by Lee Binding. And I will say, once again, it is a good cover, even though I was taking the piss earlier on. It is 97 minutes long. Here we've got Richard Briers, and there we've got the disc for this. So yeah, and by the way, these are called Kangs. I forgot to say that. I just couldn't remember the name, but it's just I just remember now that you've got these Kangs. You've got red Kangs and blue Kangs, similar to how we've got a red party and a blue party known as Labour and Conservatives. But we're not going to get all political. Let's dive right in to what I think of this story. Oh, Paradise Towers is a good contender for the worst Doctor Who story ever made. Richard Briers was a household name at this point, with a programme known as The Good Life. Now, The Good Life was a sitcom, and I never enjoyed it. I never thought anything of it. I just thought it was a load of shit. And Vivian best describes it in that episode of The Young Ones. It's just shit. And here he is in this story playing the main villain. Oh, this could be one of the worst performances, if not the worst performance of any actor that I have ever seen in all of Doctor Who. And it's quite ironic, really, because Richard Briers, he was a household name. Almost everybody in the UK, all these viewers, they knew who he was. It was a bit of stunt casting him in this role for the main villain for this story, and he just totally hams it up. Many years later, though, Richard Briers did return to the Doctor Who universe as he played another character in Torchwood Children of Earth. At least that character wasn't as bad as the character, or if you want to be really technical, characters that he plays in this story. It's just god awful. And that is just the start of it. These cleaners, when you see them move about, they're absolutely shit. They've always made these robot things in Doctor Who, and they've always tried to replicate the success of the Daleks and the Cybermen, and hardly any have succeeded. You've had the Crotons, you've had those Quarks, you've had the War Machines, and even in 1987 they're trying to do this, and it still looks shit. They might as well could have had Daleks in this. At least then it probably would have made the story a little bit better. But that doesn't stop the bad writing for this story. The writing is unbelievable. The Kangs are really annoying, as I said earlier. The only good thing I can say positively about Sylvester McCoy, well, yeah, that's it. It's just Sylvester McCoy. He's the only good thing about this story. That is it. And even he can't save the story. Another thing which I absolutely despise is this woman. This woman here. And you have these two old ladies. They capture Mel. And it provides one of the worst cliffhangers of all time in Doctor Who. It's taken me so long to finally do a DVD review of this story. I think you can see why now. I despise this story. This story just deserves to go to hell.